Welcome back to another episode of our local business spotlight, where today we're doing a Halloween special down at Hatter's Farm. Let's take a look. So I'm here with Ross, who's the man in charge of all of this. Ross, thanks for taking the time and talking to us. For those that aren't familiar with yourself or Hatter's Farm, perhaps you could say a little bit about what you do here.
Sure. So we are normal family farmers. We have been farming in Essex for 4 generations. And we started growing pumpkins 10 years ago, and we opened for the public for Thick Growing Pumpkin about 6 years ago. So to give people an idea, you come in the entrance on that marquee to the right. Down to the right, we've got our food court. So we've got loads of different food vendors doing loads of different street food. We've got marshmallows, we've got haunted house and face painting in the shed. And then coming around to the left, we've got our pumpkin wonderland, which is great for all your photos. And down behind that, we've got the maze, and we've got all the kids' play areas and more food and drinks, and the pumpkin cannons, obviously very important.
There's so many bits. I mean, how do you think of it all, and where do you find the time to?
So we spent all year planning. I'm already sort of planning next year's. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. We do a lot of research. We went to America earlier in the year to go and look at pumpkin patches there. Yeah, that's where we tend to get our inspiration from. Yeah,
and in terms of the setup, obviously, the site here is really big with so many parts. How long does it take you to set everything up?
So we obviously start setting up all year. These pumpkins were planted in May here, okay. But the actual setup, the marquees go up about 10 days before we open. So it's like 2 weeks.
Yes. With
about 10 or 15 guys every day for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And we tend to get it done.
Yeah. And how many, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but how many pumpkins do you guys grow on?
So for the pumpkin patch, we've got about, including all our little squash, we've got over 100,000.
Wow.
And we grow a lot more for wholesale as well, to supply a whole load of other places as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And different varieties as well, is there?
Yeah, so we've got over 75 different types. So here we're standing in a variety called Cronus, which gives us some of our bigger ones.
Yep.
Yellow ones are called Mellow Yellow. They've all got kind of fun names.
So obviously we're here in the middle of the day, which is really busy, which is great. For people that want to come for a little bit more, I suppose, adult vibes, you do evenings as well?
Sure. Yeah, so we've got 8 night times starting next weekend. And yeah, we advertise them as spooky, not scary. So kids can still come along, but it is targeted towards older children and date nights for adults and that sort of thing. And it's a similar thing, but all lit up by 2,500 festoon lights.
Wow.
And we've got our woodland walk, which is new for this year, which will be all lit up, really cool UV lights, and the lake as well. Yes. Going to make a feature of.
Wow.
So if you're maybe slightly older or just adults, the night time is definitely a good time to come along.
Absolutely. And obviously you mentioned about that being new this year. I know you guys are always continually upgrading and updating things your end. Is there anything else that's different this year for people that might have come last year?
Sure. So we've basically doubled the size of the main site. We've got all our new pumpkin wonderland, which looks amazing. And yeah, we've got way more play area. We've got more food and drinks, and yeah, I think it looks a lot stronger and better this year.
Looks great, looks great. And I know you mentioned it earlier, obviously still planning a little bit for next year. Anything that you're thinking of or in the works, or is that too early?
We're debating that. There's easy things we can change.
Yeah.
Like we're going to make our pumpkin wonderland bigger and stronger, but then we've got to debate what other attractions we add, basically.
I guess coming down here, obviously people that haven't been before, tickets can be bought online, or can they buy on the door as well if they're coming?
So they can on quiet days, but for instance today we're sold out, so it's bookings only. So booking online is preferred. Yeah, absolutely. And you're really nicely positioned, so just outside of Takeley, plenty of parking if people do want to come down from further afield. Yeah. Still availability for this month if people would like to come? Yeah, so but we are, for instance, next weekend is getting close to sold out, the weekend after is getting close to sold out, so I suggest booking sooner rather than later.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, obviously it's a great day out for anyone if you're thinking of coming. So as I said, plenty of parking, so many different aspects for all parts of the family. So if you haven't been, I strongly advise you come and have a look.